So hello again. So if we refresh now, it is already created here, and it is this one, yes, that add that and its ID end with 93. And now let us go to our VPN client VPN and try to delete this VPN. But first, let me scroll down and go the target network associations. Select this association, then disassociate this target network, and then delete that VPN endpoint. I will delete it, right? And now I will try to create another VPN, and this time I will call it client VPN ID connect, and then I will give it the same client header 10.10 10/16. We scroll down, I will choose my server certificate, then use the user-based authentication. Then I will scroll down, I will choose the one I have here that end with 93 here, so I will choose this one. I will scroll down here and choose the DNS of the IP DNS server within my VPC. Will scroll down, I will choose TCP. I will enable split tunnel and then choose my VPC ID. Scroll down, I choose my client VPN security group I have already created and showed you what are the inbound roles that are included. Then I will create my VPN. I will select my VPN and then go to the target network association and then associate a target network. I will select my VPC and then check the private subnet where my ENI will be created by this client VPN endpoint, and then go to the authorization role, and then I will add authorization, right? And I will type 16.10.0 to the CIDR of my VPC, and then allow access to all users or specific users. I will this time, because I have already created group and I joined both of users, so I will allow access to all users and then add authorization here. I will wait until it starts and then I will upload that file. So I will download the file, the client configuration, right? I will download it and then go to this VPN and then deconnect, right? And then import file. We'll choose this one and then I wait until this endpoint became active, then I will connect to it. If I check for connection, there is no connection for now because I have not connected to this endpoint yet. So this client VPN, why we have specified here this authorization role is, for example, I have a VPC peering. For example, I have a VPC peering between these two regions, or between these two regions, or between two VPCs, and they want to client only to be able to communicate with resources that are within this VPC and not with the other VPC. If I do not restrict him to reside only within this VPC, then they will communicate with the resource in the other VPC as well. Because when this client VPN endpoint allow users to communicate with the resource that are in the other VPC that is paired with our VPC, or with the VPN or the resource that are resident on our on-premises data center, and through that VPN, our client, from this client VPN endpoint, we can communicate with other resource as well. So with authorization role, you restrict them where they can access and where they can do much stuff, right? So for example, if you have this VPC and for example another VPC, right, and you want to create authorization role for specific VPC, so you have to create an authorization role for each VPC. So let me come back to my client and check whether it is active or not. So don't hesitate to share this video with your friends and subscribe to my channel and like it and leave me a comment if you like this video. I promise you to give you more things in the future, right? Show you very handy stuffs, how you create your Elastic Container Service cluster and how you can integrate that with AppMesh, how you can use Cognito, how you can troubleshoot the ECS container service task and the containers that are within that task using the system manager, and how you can use the AWS transfer family with data sync and EFS, and how you can integrate EFS with AWS Elastic Container Service, how you can integrate EFS with AWS Lambda, and how you can achieve that via creating an AWS Lambda ENI within the VPC, and how can enable AWS Lambda to talk with other AWS services like AWS eStream using the VPC endpoint or using the NAT, right? And much more things, and how you can use X-Ray, how you can use code deploy, code commit, how you can achieve the blue-green using the code deploy with AWS Lambda and also with the Elastic Container Service as well. All of that I will cover them, and how you can use the certificate, the secret manager with the key management service, the encryption, and all of that. As well, how you can work with Elastic Beanstalk, AWS Sign-On, Inspector, and much more things. All of this I will cover them in the future. So make sure to subscribe, so every time I post new videos, you will receive a notification of that. As well, you can go to my GitHub, right? And then you can check my newest repositories where I push every time here, and I share with everything with readme files and everything I do and achieve it within a lapse, with great explanation, with shared URLs and etc. So let me come back to my client. Now it is available. Now let me go here and try to connect. So it's asking me for username, password, until now it is established successfully. And as you can see, we have used the Active Directory connector and not the Active Directory itself, and all of that has happened via this service account that we have created here, and we have delegated that permission to it. So once you enter that credentials, then this Active Directory will have that permission of querying user within the user OU. If you don't delegate this service account this permission of reading users, then this VPN client VPN will not be able to connect your client. That's because this client VPN is using the Active Directory connection rather than the directory service itself. So now if I go to the CMD and try to ping again this VM, as you can see it works properly. If I try to SSH to it, now as you can see I am able to SSH to it. And if I try now to disconnect from the VPN, but before that let me check if I am able to go to the internet. Yes, I am able to do that. And then, for example, if rather than splitting the channel and you want to use the internet gateway of your VPC, you have only to go, when you go to the authorization role, right, in the authorization role in the IP address, you have just to specify this one, right? And then your computer will use the internet gateway to forward the traffic to the internet rather than your local router. I hope that you understood what I mean. And if I come back to the CMD and I try now to disconnect from my VPN, right, as you can see the connection is interrupted. So the lab is come to the end. I hope that you joined it, and I hope that you have watched the entire video of this lab. Otherwise you will not understand, or you will not get the point that we are working during the first video till now. So I hope that you are watching the entire video until the end to understand everything. And if you get some ideas, new ideas, and you find this video very useful, so don't mind and don't hesitate to share it with your friends and subscribe to encourage me to prepare more videos and more labs like that. So thank you for your watching.